How long could you last? Scenario number one, blackout. Hello, my friends. Let's talk about electrical issues, not having electricity, blackouts. What is your plan of action? Do you think about this at all? Do you talk about this with family members? Do you have a blackout kit? For some people, it's just things you put into a bag that help you get through times when you don't have energy, at your disposal, when you don't have electricity. For other people, it's a much more elaborate system because they want to have a much deeper reservoir of redundancy. So, do you have the resources at your disposal that you really need? And this is the real question, though. I mean, you may be able to kind of tell yourself that you're okay with a few items to get you through maybe a day or two. But the fact is that sometimes you can go without power for weeks. And this happened to me a few years ago during an ice storm. And I know other people that have been affected by hurricanes and earthquakes and even snowstorms that required them to basically shelter in place for several weeks. So, do you have options to deal with heating and cooling, to cook your food, illumination, to deal with getting access to water? Because in a lot of areas, when the electric goes down, the water pumps go down as well. Can you find a way, or do you have a way to power your phone to communicate with others in case you need help? Do you have access to a working computer or a radio or TV to kind of gather information about what's going on? This is a big problem for a lot of people. They may have a few batteries stashed, but they don't really have a system in place. They don't really have a plan to, okay, if this is what happens, then I'm going to go to this radio station with this radio and these backup batteries and find out what's going on. It's a very simple process, but it does need to be thought through. Also, hygiene. Do you have a hygiene kit? It could be something as simple as a couple cases or a box maybe of wet wipes, and some other types of maybe soap or wash rags, things like that. Extra toothbrush. Do you have water filters, an extra reserve of water? And what about your food and your short-term food supply? Is it ready to eat foods, or do you have to actually prepare them? And how much time does it require, and how much effort does it require, or energy, to prepare that food? Do you have the means to generate your own power? It could be solar or from a gas generator, a battery reserve. Maybe you could actually use your vehicle to harness the power that you need. And also, do you know how to conserve what you actually do have? How long would it actually take before you run out of what you have? So how long could you last? That's the question here. With no power from the grid, could you go like days? Could you go weeks? Could you go months? And how could you extend this? And what would you need to extend this? These are the questions that you have to really ask yourself. And if you take it seriously, you'll find that this could actually save your life, or at least reduce a lot of suffering. So, check out your situation and see where you're at, and just be honest with yourself. And so, thanks for coming around. Thanks for watching.